Okay students, class 12th mathematics CBSE. Today we are solving the questions of the miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 11, three-dimensional geometry. Okay, in previous videos we had solved the questions of the direction ratio and direction cosines. Then we have solved the questions related to the line, means equation of line, angle between two lines and shortest distance of two skew lines. We have already solved the questions of plane, means equation of planes, angle between two planes, distance between two parallel planes, angle between a line and a plane, and distance of a point from the given plane. Okay, so all these questions we have already solved. We know how to deal with such type of questions. Okay, today we are solving the questions of this miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 11. Okay, so let us take the question number first. Question number first is, so that the line joining the origin to the point 211 is perpendicular to the line joining two points. So first line is given as OP. Here O is given as origin 0, 0, 0 and P is given as 2, 1, 1. Okay, and then we have been given line AB, in which A is given as 3, 5, minus 1 and B is given as 4, 3, minus 1. Okay, and we have to show that line OP is perpendicular to line AB. So we can solve this question by using only direction ratios. No required of direction cosines. So finding the direction ratio of line OP and finding the direction ratio of the line AB. So direction ratio of line OP are x2 minus x1, 2 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0, that is 2, 1, 1. Okay, these are the direction ratio of line OP. Now direction ratio of line AB. Direction ratio of line AB, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 5 and minus 1, minus 1. That is 4 minus 3, that is 1. 3 minus 5, that is minus 2 and 0. Okay, so these are the direction ratio of line OP and AB. Now, this is the set of A1, B1, C1 and this is the set of A2, B2, C2, means set of direction ratio of line first OP and set of direction ratio of line second, that is AB. So A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 2 into 1 plus 1 into minus 2 plus 1 into 0 is equals to 2 minus 2 equals to 0. So summation A1 A2 equals to 0 implies that OP is perpendicular to line AB. Okay, OP is perpendicular to line AB. So we can solve or we can prove that two given lines are perpendicular only by the direction ratio. Now we will solve the question number second. Okay, so question number second of miscellaneous exercise. If L1 M1 L1, L2 M2 N2 are the direction cosine of two mutually perpendicular lines. Okay, L1 M1 N1, this is the direction cosine of first line L1, M1 and N1, and direction cosine of second line L2, M2 and N2. Okay, and it is also given that line L1 is perpendicular to line L2. Okay, and we have to show that the direction cosine of line perpendicular to both of these lines. Okay, direction cosine of the line perpendicular to both of these lines will be as per given question. Okay, so let the direction cosine of line L are L, M, N. Okay, and it is also given that L is perpendicular to L2 and L is perpendicular Okay, so here L1 is perpendicular to L2. It means L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equals to 0. L is also perpendicular to L1, implies that L1 plus N1 plus N1 equals to 0. And line L is perpendicular to line L2. So L2 plus N2 plus N2 is equals to 0. Okay, these relations are given. Okay, also L and N are the direction cosines, that is why L1 square plus N1 square plus N1 square equals to 1. L2 square plus N2 square plus N2 square equals to 1, and L square plus N square plus N square is also equals to 1. Okay, so we will use these relations in solving the questions. Now solving this and this, equation number first and second, means line L is perpendicular to L1. Line L is perpendicular to L. Okay, solving these equations using matrix method. Using matrix method, we will have L upon M1 N2 minus N2 N1 equals to minus M upon L1 N2 minus L2 N1 equals to N upon L1 N2 minus L2 N1. Okay, so LMN. Now we will find the value of this, that is equals to constant, that is lambda. Okay, so this can be write down as this is equals to squaring and adding. Squaring and adding, we will have n square plus n square plus n square divided by n1 n2 minus n2 n1 whole square plus L1 n2 minus n2 n1 whole square plus L1 n2 minus L2 n1 whole square. Okay, so this is equals to L square plus m square plus n square upon 1 upon sin square theta. Sin square theta, and theta is equals to 90 degree. As L1 and L2 are perpendicular, so this is equals to 1 upon sin square 90, and this is equals to 1 upon 1 equals to 1. Okay, so L upon M1 N2 minus M2 N1 equals to minus M upon L1 N2 minus L2 N1 equals to N upon L1 N2 minus L2 N1 equals to 1. Okay, so direction cosine L and N R. Direction cosine L and N R can be write down as L equals to M1 N2 minus M2 N1. M equals to L2 N1 minus L1 N2, and N equals to L1 N2 minus L2 N1 multiplied by 1. Okay, so these are the direction cosine of the line L, which is perpendicular to both L1 and L2. Okay, now the next question. Next question is question number 3rd. Question number 3rd of this exercise. Question number 3rd of the exercise. Question number 3rd of the exercise. Find the angle between the lines whose direction ratio of line L1 are A, B and C. Direction ratio of line L2 are B minus C, C minus A and A minus B. Okay, these are the direction ratio of line L1 and L2. Now we have to show that line L1, we have to find the angle between line L1 and L2. Okay, so angle between line L1 and L2, cos theta. Cos theta is equals to, these are the direction ratio, A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 upon under root summation A1 square under root summation A2 square is equals to A1 A2 means A into B minus C plus B into C minus A plus C into A minus B upon under root A square plus B square plus C square multiplied by A minus B minus C square plus C minus A square plus A minus B whole square, and this is equals to AB minus AC plus BC minus AB plus AC minus BC, AC minus BC upon under root summation A square into under root summation B minus C square. This is equals to AB will cancel AB, AC will cancel AC, and BC will cancel BC. So 0 upon under root summation A square under root summation B minus C square. So cos theta is equals to 0 means theta is equals to 90 degree. So line L1 is perpendicular to line L2. Okay, line L1 is perpendicular to line L2. Now we will take the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4 of the same exercise, that is exercise chapter number 11. Miscellaneous exercise, we are solving the questions of the miscellaneous exercise chapter number 4. Question number 4. Find the equation of a line parallel to x-axis and passing through the origin. Parallel to x-axis, and passing through origin. Okay, we have to find the equation of line parallel to x-axis. Okay, so parallel to x-axis means the direction cosines are given. Okay, direction cosines are parallel to x-axis means line will make angle 0 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree with the coordinate axis. So cos 0 degree, cos 90 degree, cos 90 degree. Okay, cos 0 means 1, cos 90 means 0, cos 90 means 0, 1 0 0. So direction cosines are 1 0 0. Now this line passing through the origin, so point is given as origin, that is 0 0 and 0. Okay, so equation of line passing through the point 0 0 0 and direction cosine 1 0 0. Direction cosine 1 0 0. So equation of line is x minus x1 upon 1 equals to y minus y1 upon 0 equals to z minus z1 upon 0. So x upon 1 equals to y upon 0 equals to z upon 0. This is the equation of line which is parallel to x-axis and having passing through the origin 0 0 0. Okay, so this was question number 4 of the miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 11. Now we will take one more question, question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5 is if the coordinate of the point ABCD, A 1 2 3 point B is 4, 5, 7, point C is -4, 3, -6, and point D is 2, 9, 2. Okay, so these are the 4 points. We have been find the angle between line AB and line CD. Okay, so we have two approaches, vector approach as well as Cartesian approach. The points are given in Cartesian form, so we can use Cartesian approach. Okay, so we have to find the angle between AB and CD. We have to find the angle between the line AB and CD. So we will find the direction ratio of both of the line AB and CD. So direction ratio of line AB. Direction ratio of line AB are x2 minus x1, 4 minus 1, 5 minus 2, z7 minus 3. x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, and z2 minus z1. So 3 and 7 minus 3, that is 4. Okay. Now direction ratio of line CD are x2 minus x1, 2 minus 4, 9 minus 3, and 2 minus 6. So 2 minus 4, 6, 9 minus 3, 6, and 2 minus 4, 8. So these are the direction ratios. So these are the set A1, B1, C1. Okay, and these are the set of direction ratio A2, B2, and C2. Okay. Now we have A1 upon A2. A1 upon A2. Okay, or directly find the angle. Directly find the angle cos theta is equals to summation A1 A2 divided by under root summation A1 square into under root summation A2 square. Okay, this is the formula for finding the angle between two lines in Cartesian form. So this is equals to summation A1 A2 means 3 into 6 plus 3 into 6 plus 4 into 8 and divided by under root 3 square plus 3 square plus 4 square multiplied by 6 square plus 6 square plus 8 square. Okay, so cos theta is equals to 3 6 18 36 plus 32 68 divided by 3 square plus 3 square plus 9 plus 9 18 4 4 16 under root 34 into under root 6 square plus 6 square plus 8 square. Taking 2 square as common, 2 square into 34 equals to 68 upon 2 into 34, that is 68 upon 68 equals to 1. Okay, so cos theta is equals to 1 implies that theta equals to 0 degree. Okay, so angle between the line AB and CD is 0 degree. Angle between the lines are 0 degree. Okay, means line AB is parallel to line CD. Line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, this is question number 5th of the miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 11. Now the next question number 6. Okay, we are solving here the questions of the miscellaneous exercise chapter number 11. Now the next question is question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6 is lines are L1 x minus 1 upon minus 3 equals to y minus 2 upon 2k is equals to z minus 3 upon 2, and second line is given as x minus 1 upon 3k equals to y minus 1 upon 1 equals to z minus 6 upon minus 5. Okay, so these are two lines, and we have also given We have also given that lines are perpendicular. Lines are perpendicular, so we have to find the value of k, value of the constant k. Lines are given. First of all, we have to observe that lines are given in standard form. Standard form means x minus x1 upon a1 equals to y minus y1 upon b1 equals to z minus z1 upon c1. Lines are given in this form, means in symmetrical form. After that, we will sort out the direction ratios of both the lines, means line first and line second. So direction ratio of this line are -3, 2k and 2, -3, 2k and 2, and direction ratio of line L2 are 3k1 and -5, 3k1 and -5. These are the direction ratio. Okay, now direction ratios are given. Okay, the equations are in standard form. We have sorted out the value of direction ratios. Now the lines are perpendicular. Lines are perpendicular. So summation a1 a2 means the sum of the product of the direction ratios is equals to 0. Summation a1 a2 equals to 0. So a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equals to 0. a1 a2 means -3 into 3k plus 2k into 1 plus 2 into -5 is equals to 0. So -9k plus 2k minus 10 is equals to 0. So -7k is equals to 10. So k equals to -10 by 7. So value of k is equals to -10 by 7 of question number 6. This was question number 6. Now we are taking the next question. Question number 7. Question number 7. 7 and 8 both are. So question number 7. Let us take the question number 7. Question number 7 is, find the vector equation of the line passing through 1, 2, 3. Line is passing through the point 1, 2, 3. Line is passing through the point 1, 2, 3 and perpendicular to the plane r vector. R vector dot I cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap plus 9 is equals to 0. Plus 9 is equals to 0. Okay. So these are the, we have to find the equation of line passing through this and perpendicular to the plane. Perpendicular to the plane. Okay. So plane is given. This is the plane. Okay. Plane is given. This is the point from where we have to find the equation of line. So equation of line means let this point is P. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So line should be, line is passing through this point. Line is passing through this point and perpendicular to this plane. Okay. Plane is this. R vector dot n vector is equals to -9 or r vector dot n vector plus 9 equals to 0. So n vector is equals to I cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap. Okay. This is the direction of the normal to the plane. This n vector is the perpendicular to the given plane. Okay. So n vector is in this direction. In direction means this is n vector. Okay. Now we have to find the equation of line in this direction. Plane n vector is in this direction means the line is parallel to this vector. Line is parallel to this vector n vector. Okay. So equation of line passing through the point 1, 2, 3, that is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap, passing through this point and parallel to n cap or n vector. this is n vector. So parallel to n vector. Okay, this is n vector, not a unit vector. Is r vector minus p vector is equals to lambda n vector. Is equals to lambda n vector. Equation of a line passing through point A parallel to b vector is equals to r vector minus a vector equals to lambda b vector. So this is r vector minus p vector. R vector minus p vector. P vector is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap is equals to lambda into n vector. N vector is I cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap. So r vector means x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap minus I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap is equals to lambda into I cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap. Okay, this is the equation of the line in vector form. This is the equation of line in vector form. We can convert this in Cartesian form also. So Cartesian form of this is x minus 1 I cap plus y minus 2 j cap plus z minus 3 k cap equals to lambda into I cap plus 2j minus 5k cap. So x minus 1 equals to lambda. So x minus 1 upon 1 equals to lambda. Okay, and y minus 2 is equals to 2 lambda or y minus 2 upon 2 equals to lambda, and z minus 3 is equals to minus 5 lambda or z minus 3 upon minus 5 is equals to lambda. So equation of the line in Cartesian form is x minus 1 upon 1 equals to y minus 2 upon 2 equals to z minus 3 upon minus 5 equals to lambda. This is the equation of the line in Cartesian form. Okay, now we will take one more question, question number 8. This is last question for today's video. Question number 8. Question number 8. Question number 8. Find the equation of the plane passing through the point ABC. Passing through the point ABC and parallel to the plane. Passing through this point and parallel to the plane. A plane is given as r vector dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equals to 2. Okay, so we have to find the plane. The given plane is this. Its direction of normal is this. Its direction n vector is equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Means direction of normal. Direction of a plane is the direction of normal, so its direction is this. Now we have to find the equation of plane. Again, we have to find the equation of plane which is parallel to this plane. Parallel to this plane means we have to find equation of this plane passing through ABC. This plane is passing through ABC and parallel to this. Parallel to this means its direction is also n vector. Direction of both the plane, given plane and required plane are same. Direction of both the plane, given plane and required plane are same, so this is n vector. So equation of plane is r vector minus a vector dot n vector is equals to 0. Okay, so r vector minus a vector is given as ai cap plus bj cap plus ck cap dot n vector means I cap plus j cap plus k cap. This is n vector. N vector is this. I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay. So r vector dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So r vector dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equals to a plus b plus c. This is the equation of the plane passing through the point ABC and parallel to the given plane. Okay, now this can also be converted in vector in Cartesian form. Although it is not asked, but we can convert this in Cartesian form. So r vector equals to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap dot I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equals to a plus b plus c. R vector equals to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. So multiplying this x plus y plus z is equals to a plus b plus c. Okay, this is the equation of the same plane in Cartesian form. X plus y plus z equals to a plus b plus c. Okay, the remaining questions will be solved in the next part of the video. So keep watching.